Hi, this is Brad Linder with Liliputing, and this is the HP Envy 13 laptop, a new model that's being unveiled on May 14th, 2018. This version is going to be available with a Core i7-8550U processor, 8 gigs of RAM, 256 gigs of NVMe solid-state storage. Sells for about $1,000 and up and has a 13.3-inch Full HD touchscreen display. It's about 2.9 pounds and measures about 0.6 inches thick. It's part of the Envy lineup, which means that it's sort of the it's a premium notebook by HP standards, but not quite as premium as the Spectre devices, which are even more sleek in terms of build quality, materials, and some other features. But in terms of power, it's a relatively powerful machine with that quad-core Core i7 8th generation processor. As I mentioned, it's got a touchscreen display, but this is not a convertible model machine, so it's something that opens up at sort of this interesting angle. If you look at the hinge, it sort of props up the keyboard as you open, and you can see that it also provides a little bit of space here in the back for cooling. We've got Bang & Olufsen certified speakers here above it, power button right here. And in order to sort of keep the slim profile, in addition to sort of the USB port over here, we've got a drop-size USB port over here. We've got a micro SD card slot, nice wide touchpad. And over here on the other side, again, sort of full-size USB port in addition to that USB Type-C port, power jack, and the fingerprint sensor is actually on the side of the device so that it's relatively easy to access from a variety of different situations. In order to make it, they say it's a little bit sort of to make it easier to grip, there's a little bit of a indent here on the display. I'm not sure how much that necessarily helps, but it is relatively easy to just sort of pick up and hold with one hand because of the thin and light design. So it's not the thinnest notebook, not the lightest notebook, but it's pretty close in terms of overall portability, particularly for something with as much power on the inside. Another thing that is relatively new for the latest generation is this etched design on the edges, which is inspired by Damascus steel, according to Hewlett-Packard. Now, it's not actually made of a Damascus steel, but it's supposed to sort of symbolize toughness that comes with that style of device. So overall, it's a relatively attractive machine for folks who don't necessarily need a convertible but are looking for thin and light with touch support, with a nice bright display, adjustable screen brightness, decent keyboard, and an overall pretty nice layout. It's 13.3 inches, but it has relatively slim bezels on the sides. Slightly larger one on the top there, but you can see that there is a webcam above the screen, which is something that some other thin lights seem to struggle to keep and instead put it down below. So overall, it's this is just a first look. I haven't been able to test overall performance, test the battery life claims. It's supposed to get up to 14 hours of battery life. I'm not sure if you can trust that, but it should offer reasonably long battery life given the specifications. So available starting in May 2018 for about $1,000 and up. This is the HP Envy 13 from Hewlett-Packard. This is Brad Linder with Liliputing.com.